Yeah.
One MDOT approach, I guess, for as long as Pete's here, we're moving in that direction, whatever that direction is, possibly a consolidation of services. I don't know. So to be determined, I guess.
Well, typically I've seen that it means that MDOT tries to maybe suggest that they're in the lead on many of the things that are being done on a day-to-day basis, but at the end of the day, they're not built to do that. They're built to set policy and tell us what to do, and maybe converse with whoever, legislators and whoever, as one voice for one MDOT. But when it comes to doing the heavy lifting, that's the TBUs. It's going to be. I think they're starting to realize some of that they can't all be them that takes the lead on everything that happens. It's just impossible. But I think they like the thought of us working together as one MDOT. And then we carry the load of the work.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. However that works out, if they end up putting more on us as the bigger agency in many aspects, I guess we just got to be ready to handle it or throw up the issues that's going to happen with that. Nelson from a utility approach said, hey, if we've got to do stuff for the airport, we don't know all the FAA regulations with their color of money, or for MTA, we don't know all the Federal Transit Administration rules and regs. So just making sure we stand up to things if we get to that point. So
that one's, they seem like far reaches, but yes, all of that stuff is on the table. They'd like it to be one group of people that's making the decision across all the TPUs, and we just don't work that way.
Right.
So, okay.
Some other changes. I've got construction method innovation. There's various, the industry's moving forward with different things like intelligent compaction and 3D modeling and other things that we're again going to have to make sure we keep up with as well too. And that goes back to sort of what you suggested earlier. My next bullet is possibly a more technically advanced staff. I don't know if that means degree requirements or certifications. We'll just have to keep up with that. We have certifications on key things like asphalt and concrete. We may have to look at other certifications in the future as well too. And then I think another trend is our millennials coming into the force. They want a more high-tech job atmosphere to keep them engaged and interested. And we're not there yet, but we want to get there. So
right. At least we think there's a path there now.
Right. Some things that trends that maybe aren't so good is retirements and knowledge loss, and the trend has been pin cuts. So hoping that'll slow down some at some point. So
yeah, we have to look at that again, where we used to look at who could possibly retire, and we don't really look at that any longer. We just wait for it to happen.
Last question then, just some recommendations that we started doing now is to prepare for those trends, and we've talked about some of it throughout, but trying to get through the IT red tape, however we can do that, and Lori is a great step for highway or state highway specific, but still got to get through NDOT and do it to get back to being a national and industry leader in those areas like we are in so many other things. So
yeah, we do have to organize ourselves differently for us to do this, because it's not going to be one person going to one person and that's how we get. We're going to have to come together and tackle it as SHA, because you can go to 4 different people at TSO on the same issue and they're not 4 different answers. They're 4 different answers and they're not talking to one another. And you got to erase that from the...
Strike that from the record.
And just some others I think we've talked about, just considering some more remote work opportunities, looking at the one MDOT thing, how are we going to play in, make sure we've got a say in that, and then start our hiring of folks now for the technology that's going to be here very shortly. So
okay, all good.
That is all I had on my list. So
that was good.
Yeah.
Wait, how long have you been acting?
2 months.
That was something.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Well done.
Very, very grateful that you were able to do all that for us and this effort. And, we'll be in touch, let's say. We have a few more to do. District, but we're getting there. And I'd say April-ish, we might be starting to talk about, I guess, what we have. So, but thank you very much, Stephen. Some of these things we've been calling